Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to do another session here. Alright, so first of all, what I will do here is we will proceed to place some trades here. So the AUD CNY chart is currently open here. First of all, as soon as I look at the market, what will I do here? I will now draw a horizontal level right here. Alright, the precise way in which you draw horizontal levels truly depends a great deal on your profitable trading. Okay, so I have carefully drawn them here in two distinct ways. Alright, if this particular ratio of the red-green pattern genuinely gives a significant breakout here, then the very next candle can also certainly try to move further upward. Okay, so if I were to draw a box right here, then let this small box be something like this. Alright, because the market is now very much consolidating right here. If it gives a breakout, then the market can make a move and come up to touch this level. Alright, there is no guarantee that the market will come here. It might not. It could come or it might not. Okay, so I will place a trade here. Alright, so I have carefully placed a downward trade here because the specific scenario I was expecting to unfold here did not actually happen. There was absolutely no breakout here. That's precisely why I placed a downward trade. And guys, alright, so our trade will be running here. Let's take a closer look here. Alright, our trade is currently running here. Let's wait for a little bit, guys, to see if the market can move downward. Alright, so guys, there's one more thing I want to tell you. In trading, there are both profits and losses. So trading involves real high risk and your capital is also at risk. So if you become confident, if you learn, then you gain a certain confidence within yourself. Alright, when you have that genuine confidence, that's when you should truly trade. If you trade without confidence, there's a significant difference between the two. So first of all, what do you really need to do to build your confidence? You absolutely need to learn. Alright, so you need to understand a few things. How the market reacts here. And if you understand how the market reacts in this way, only then can you trade here with confidence. Otherwise, if you're not confident here, you won't be able to make a profit with real money. Alright, so what happens in demo trading? In demo trading, we are extremely confident. In demo trading, we feel like, what's the worst that could happen? If we make a profit, that's great. If not, it doesn't really matter. That's why most of our trades in demo trading often end up being quite profitable. But when we move to real money, to a real account, our scenario significantly changes. Our trades regrettably start resulting in losses. Why does that happen? The biggest reason is that we often start placing our trades purely based on emotions. The second thing is that we are not confident here, alright? So when we are not feeling confident and if we are under significant stress here, then we absolutely won't be able to place trades properly. So basically, you really need to keep in mind that if your learning process is good and thorough, then you'll also be able to place trades very well here. Indeed, you won't feel any stress either. Alright, so you need to keep this in mind. Okay, so let me proceed to open another chart here on my screen. Alright, okay. Since the market has clearly come down significantly from this particular point here, I can definitely consider this specific level right here as a crucial point. Alright, and I will then proceed to meticulously copy this important information. So I'll place it at this level. Alright, so if the market actually breaks below this significant level here, then one potential scenario could be that it moves clearly downward from this point, primarily because there is a crucial level. Yes, there is indeed a level here. But the other important thing is if we had $500 in our available amount, we absolutely couldn't put all $500 here. Alright, as you can clearly see here, I will confidently take a trade of 500 here. But why am I doing this? Because I have exactly $3,600, okay? I have precisely $3,600. That's why I'm able to trade here right now, at this very moment. Alright, so guys, I've placed a trade here for an upward movement. Why did I place this trade? Because according to our current level in the market is also closing at that very level here. So if our crucial support level works effectively and performs well here, then it can potentially be a strong green candle. And if a clear green candle forms here, then our carefully planned trade can become quite profitable. So let's assume, I am confidently assuming that it can indeed be a positive green candle. That's why I have placed a trade here for an upward move. So let's wait, guys, because you can also see in the past, a pretty significant wick has formed. The market has gone up to this point. But here, overall, the market has closed on the upside. So it can be a green candle because there have been many rejections at this level. So if the rejection doesn't happen here, the market can also turn green. And if it doesn't, if sellers come in, then it can be a red candle as well, a huge red candle. And if that happens, we will place 2 trades here for a downward move. So I carefully took a trade for the downward direction. All right. Okay. So let's patiently wait. We will wait here because we need to understand what exactly has happened in this situation, the sentiment we have, the levels we've set, the way we've placed the levels here. You can see here a red candle formed. And after that, there was a strong bullish move upwards, but then the market came down and the next candle will be a very strong red candle. The market has come up to this point, which means there are definitely some sellers here. When the market went up, it also provided support here. Now, as the support is breaking, the market can form a strong red candle. If a green candle had formed here, the market could have moved further upwards. All right, so the scenario would have changed here. But here the market is forming a red candle. That means the market will move downwards. And our next level could be this one as well. All right, it could be this level too. It can also happen that the market forms a strong green candle even before that. All right, because there are more levels here as well. All right, this is a level and here is another level. All right, so this is precisely how I placed the trade here. So you clearly saw how I took the trade here, experienced a significant loss, but also successfully managed to recover from it. At the very same time, I also explained to you in detail how we placed the trade here. All right, no problem at all. Let's look at another chart and play out the trade a bit more there. Let's take a look at TND USD. Look at the given chart. The very first thing you need to do is look at the chart. If you analyze the chart well, then you definitely, well, I won't say definitely, won't lose your profit. But there are chances that you can make a profit here. But if your chart analysis isn't good, then that's a different issue here. The biggest issue is that your chart itself wasn't good. All right, so the second important thing I want to tell you is to always choose a trending chart so that you can effectively trade here according to the prevailing trend. Because if you truly treat the trend as your most reliable friend, then you'll definitely be able to make a significant profit here. All right, because the trend is indeed our best friend. All right, so I will proceed to take a trade for the down market. Come here. Okay, guys, so I have carefully placed a $500 trade here for a downward move. It can potentially be a loss or it can certainly be profitable, but there is some clear logic I put here because, as you can see, the way I have drawn my box, you can see it here. A solid red candle was formed. After that, a green candle formed, which means this is the level. Alright, after that, when the level was broken, a green candle was formed. But here, it closed below that level and the next candle is 2 or 3 red candles formed here. So it's a good level and we can trust this particular level. Alright, so now according to that level, as soon as the market came inside the box, I placed a down trade here. Because there's some issue, red, green, red, green, red, green pattern, so it can also be a red candle. And here, since our level was on the upper side, that's why I placed the trade here. So it's double confirmation for taking a trade in the down direction. So you can see here, our 500 trade here has now become quite profitable. But while it seems incredibly easy, it is certainly not easy at all. Alright, you always have to keep in mind that things will often seem very, very easy to you. Okay, now why does it seem easy to me? Because of the way I'm explaining things to you, the way I'm trading. My mind is currently in a state of mindfulness. Alright, I always stay very calm and composed. Alright, Buddha, you must have heard follow Buddha's teachings. Whatever Buddha says, he always advises to keep your mind in a somewhat meditative state, a state of inner peace. Alright, if your mind remains in a truly meditative state, it will work in a very sharp and highly effective way. So, when we place a trade or do any kind of work with a consistently meditative mind, you can see it in any task. The results we get in those tasks are many times better and significantly superior than the results from a non-meditative mind. Alright, so what is the most important and crucial thing? Let me tell you, if you want to do trading, you should stay in a meditative state of mind. So what happens in a meditative mind? Your emotions remain under control. Alright, so the calmer you remain, okay, you will talk less. So the truly thoughtless situation where you are not actively thinking any specific thoughts at all. At that precise moment, there are absolutely no extraneous thoughts running through your mind whatsoever. At that particular and opportune time, your mind becomes incredibly and profoundly powerful. When you undertake or engage in anything at that exact time, your chances of being remarkably successful increase quite significantly. So, I have shared a very important secret with you that you absolutely need to keep your mind calm and composed. You truly need to try to align yourself with a deeply meditative state of mind. Alright, so when you consistently stay in a truly meditative mood, when you diligently maintain a meditative mind, the financial trades you make will undoubtedly yield very good and positive results. Otherwise, just like in your everyday daily life, when you go outside and about, cars are running, bikes are running, there are a lot of vehicles out there, right? So, what happens in such a situation? Our mind gets frustrated. We are unable to control our emotions, right? There are a lot of things, relationships, emotions, family, so many things. So, when our mind is not calm, if it's not calm, then when you place trades, you won't be able to make a profit, right? So you'll have to pay attention to a lot of things. Only then can you develop a skill here. Then you can actually do something. Alright, so guys, I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, guys, please like the video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to our channel. There's also a Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. You can join the Telegram from there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Bye.